it's hard to count that dude out. He's such an animal.
Yeah, he can land the shot, but
and it's in the White House. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? But that dude has the touch of death.
Yeah.
He has the touch of death.
Joe Rogan warns Justin Gaethje about the threat Ilia Topuria poses, saying that despite his smaller size, Topuria's technique, precision, and confidence make him deadly. He stresses that Topuria can end fights suddenly as he has a touch of death, and that underestimating him would be a huge mistake.
Ilia Topuria is.
fuck.
God damn that dude.
Dude, I love Justin. I'm a fan. I don't like this matchup for him.
Well, you know what? I mean, Justin knows what he's getting into, and it's hard to count that dude out. He's such an animal.
Yeah, he can land the shot, but
and it's in the White House. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? But that dude has the touch of death.
Yeah.
He has the touch of death.
and he's not a big guy. I've never seen him in person, but I was talking to somebody recently, and they said, no, he's 5'7", you know.
He's small, man. He's not big.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a photo of me standing next to him when we did the podcast. We're standing next to each other. He's much smaller than me. And, bro, he puts people into the shadow realm.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
just technique and confidence. His confidence is crazy. He had a victory party for the Oliveira fight the night before.
Drinking wine. I saw.
I don't
yeah.
think he was drinking wine.
No?
I think he was drinking water the night before, but he has drank wine in weigh-ins.
Yeah.
When he's getting ready to weigh in, the weight cut.
Joe Rogan warns that Ilia Topuria is exceptionally dangerous, saying he's crazy talented and has a killer instinct. He notes Topuria's grappling is elite. He dominates opponents on the ground, having finished fighters like Bryce Mitchell, and may be as strong, if not stronger, than his striking. Rogan stresses that Topuria's combination of technique, confidence, and submission skill makes him a serious threat in every aspect of the fight.
Whatever it is, he has it. He has it.
He's got it in his mind. He's got it in his technique. His grappling's fun. I watched a video of him grappling with Merab, and he was all over Merab.
And
that's crazy.
That's what they say. His grappling's just as good, if not better, than his stand-up.
That's where he started.
I've
he
never
started
seen
as
it.
a grappler.
I've never seen him grapple, though.
Well, he finished Bryce Mitchell on the ground, and he's finished a few people on the ground. He does clearly have phenomenal submission ability.
Ilia Topuria sent a warning to Justin Gaethje ahead of their White House clash, saying he doesn't fight to embarrass opponents and the fight would be over fast. Ilia Topuria said, "Justin, see you at the White House. I'm not someone who humiliates people. It will be quick. When you wake up, everything will already be over." Justin Gaethje aims to knock out Ilia Topuria at the White House card. Fresh off a dominant win over Paddy, he sees their clash as the defining moment of the night and the event's main highlight.
What's next?
Ilia Topuria on the White House. Has to be. Has to be. No other option.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Walking out of the Oval Office, into the cage, wearing the flag.
Entertaining.
I think we're going to main event it. I think we'll be the main event.
Boom.
Let's go. Once in a lifetime.
I'm totally guessing throwing shit against the wall right now.
Yeah. Universe.
But I mean, what else?
You know what I think will probably happen? You know what I think will probably happen?
Let's see it.
I think there'll be co-headline. You'll be one of them so that they can say, like, the man who's never had a bad fight definitely here. So that's a draw.
Yeah.
And then they put whatever else on there. So I think co-main event. I think for sure.
Co-main. Who's main?
I don't know. I think it'll be a huge, I think it'll be big name thing.
McGregor's been tossed around as
That's
the
what I'm
main
saying.
for that fight.
Yeah, I know it's past the time, but name-wise, I think that is
If it's McGregor, then McGregor's going to fight me, and we'll be main event anyway.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, never had a bad fight. Okay.
Yeah, it would be if Ilia didn't come back, they would strip him. I'd become the undisputed, and then McGregor gets to fight whoever he wants. So I guess that would be an option.
On the other hand, Jorge Masvidal warned that a clash with Ilia Topuria could be a career-defining moment for Justin Gaethje, and not in a good way. He predicted that Topuria's skill and precision would allow him to dominate the fight, potentially leaving Gaethje physically and mentally affected. Masvidal added that such a performance could make it extremely challenging for Gaethje to regain momentum or confidence in the cage afterward.
Gaethje didn't look bad in the fight, but he also didn't look phenomenal.
I enjoyed the fight. As far as technique, it was more of like kind of a bar type fight. But I mean, Gaethje dropped him like so many times, man. It was crazy.
And
I enjoyed watching that fight. That was really good.
I think Ilia does Gaethje even worse,
And dude, honestly, that's pretty fucking scary.
He doesn't.
I don't think
he doesn't. They're in another level.
Yeah,
I've trained with Ilia plenty since like his first UFC fight. I was calling it back then. This guy's gonna be champ. I'm telling you, he's gonna beat the fucking brakes He retires Homer Simpson that day in the fucking cage. He'll never come back into fighting that dude.
Fuck.
I mean, Homer Simpson's gonna fucking. He's not walking that out when alive. I think he just flatlines him.
Daniel Cormier has also warned Justin Gaethje before his fight with Ilia Topuria. He highlighted Topuria's knockout power and ability to finish a fight instantly, emphasizing that Gaethje cannot afford to take such risks.
Is it going to be a situation where they come to the center ring like Gaethje and Holloway and just throw level?
Just go. Justin Gaethje is my friend. I'm going to tell him don't do that with Ilia Topuria, man. You can't do that with him.
Yeah.
He hit so hard. When him and Charles Oliveira were fighting, by the time Charles Oliveira hit the ground, he was already sleeping, man. Like, Ilia hit him 2 to 3 times on the way down. So, like, before he even hit the ground, Ilia hit him with the right hand. By the time Charles is, like, knocked out and falling backwards, Ilia done hit him with an uppercut. He hit him with another right hand. And then some guys actually, you fall down, they do like that. The referee, like, hey, man, it's over. Ilia jump on you. He hit you with a couple.
Michael Bisping praised the lightweight title fight between Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria, calling it a matchup that genuinely deserves to happen. He pointed out that while fighters like Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway had strong showings, Topuria had already finished both decisively. Bisping stressed that merit and results should dictate matchups, making a fight with Gaethje the natural next step for Ilia.
Justin Gaethje taking on Ilia Topuria for the undisputed lightweight championship of the world, which is a great fight, which is the fight that should happen because obviously meritocracy and they've got an interim champion. There was people saying that maybe Charles Oliveira or Max Holloway could have gazumped Justin, maybe if they had an insane performance. I'll say this, Charles Oliveira had an insane performance. Wasn't exactly the most nail-biting edge of your seat, although I thought it was extremely dominant. A lot of people are chatting shit online and even calling me a company man because I thought Charles Oliveira was very impressive. Anyway, they don't jump the line, they don't skip the queue, they don't get to fight Ilia Topuria next, and that makes sense anyway because I think I'm going this way. Ilia knocked them both out. Knocked out Charles Oliveira, stopped Max Holloway, didn't put him to sleep per se, but certainly a TKO. So that wouldn't have made sense anyway.
However, Arman Tsarukyan dismissed the Topuria versus Gaethje matchup, calling it pointless. He claimed Gaethje has no real shot and asserted that he would be the one to challenge Topuria for the belt.
Ilia versus Gaethje is a good fight, but like no chance to Gaethje. Ilia has a better boxing, and I think he's gonna knock him out. They just waste time, you know, waste my time. They gotta put me versus Ilia, and I'll take his belt, and easy money for me.
Charles Oliveira thinks Ilia Topuria could realistically knock out Justin Gaethje at the White House event. He also predicts that Topuria may move up in weight later this year to challenge Islam Makhachev. Charles Oliveira said, "I think Ilia Topuria has every chance in the world to knock out Justin Gaethje at the White House, and at the end of the year, Topuria will move up to fight Islam Makhachev and vacate the lightweight belt." The MMA guru also assessed the White House main event, suggesting Ilia Topuria could have the edge over Justin Gaethje. He noted that while the card favors an American star, Topuria's skills make an upset possible, promising a memorable finish. The analyst also mentioned the undercard could be stronger, but expects Topuria's technique and execution to shine.
Love this. A lot of people are talking about in the build-up, they're never going to have a US fighter lose in the main event. Yeah, they are. Justin Gaethje's going to lose to Ilia Topuria in the main event in the White House. If he pulls it off, it'll be cinema, okay? And I'll assume that the rig is in. And Topuria has been paid $10 million to make the US look good on the world stage. Because Gaethje, he's the All-American. He's red, white, he bleeds red, white, and blue, brother. You know what I mean? He's going to be there. He's the only American that's even in conversations to ever be in a title fight. Unless they did Yan O'Malley too. Which people would still complain about, by the way. But it's the only other way they could have a US fighter in a title fight. Jones was never coming back. But Topuria Gaethje's a sick fight. Amazing fight. Love it. I think it's great as the main event of this White House card. But we could have done with a stronger undercard. And that's where I think the improvements are to be made.
Meanwhile, Justin Gaethje expressed pride and excitement for his upcoming fight against Ilia Topuria at the White House card. He called the announcement an amazing experience and said he's thrilled to compete on such a big stage.
It was amazing. I kind of knew, but it's I'm not almost crying, but I'm very proud. Promise.
Justin Gaethje shared that he was first told he wouldn't fight at the White House event, only to later learn that he would be on the card. The change heightened his excitement and made the opportunity feel even more significant.
2 days ago, I got a call and they said, "You're definitely not fighting on the White House card." So I was like,
Wow, really?
Cool.
Okay.
And then yesterday I got a call and they said, "You might hear something. You might be on the White House card." And I was like, "How are you gonna go complete 180 turn on me?" And then today I found out that I was on it. I didn't know if I was main event.
Really? Oh, so it was a big secret. Even the fighters really didn't know.
Justin Gaethje acknowledged the unpredictability of facing Ilia Topuria, saying anything can happen in the sport. He trusts his own power and knows a knockout is always possible, while also accepting the risks.
Especially with how crazy this game is, how big of a fan I am, how many like unpredictable things have happened. I can absolutely knock Ilia Topuria out on the White House lawn.
How do you know that?
Because I know how crazy this game is. I know the power I possess. I know the skills that I have.
He
I know
possesses
how
a lot of power,
Of
too.
course, he could knock me out also,
Right.
but there's no way to find out, and I also will. I just want the chance.
You
know,
want
that's all.
him.
Of course.
That's right.
Yeah, he's the champion. If I could do it, it will be the best script. Then I will believe this is all simulation, 100%, because it'll be crazy.
Robert Whitaker sees Ilia Topuria as an elite next-level fighter who combines sharp striking with precise grappling. He highlights Topuria's timing, reactions, and ability to capitalize on mistakes as key to his danger. Whitaker adds that even Justin Gaethje, based on his last performance, would need significant adjustments to have a competitive chance.
I'll just lay it out there. Ilia's striking is leagues above everybody.
Yeah.
Like just about everybody in the UFC.
Yeah, man.
You know, and the wrestling and jiu-jitsu is there as well. His timing, his instincts, his instinct to fire off in like his counterattacks. You know, he'll make you pay for every step you take. It's a hard fight.
Yeah,
Things
man.
have got to change in Gaethje's camp to make the fight competitive.
Yeah.
Right now, the Gaethje that fought Paddy won't beat Ilia right now.
Yeah.
But that's not saying that we'll see that Gaethje when he fights Ilia. And
Yeah.
maybe that was just the game plan for Paddy to just make it doggy. But
However, Paddy Pimblett believes Gaethje can still pull off an upset against Ilia Topuria. He pointed out that while many have written Gaethje off, MMA's unpredictability means anything can happen. Pimblett added that fighting on such a high-profile stage,
And then my two mates in the main event, Ilia versus Justin. Ilia did say he was going to come back around this time, so June, perfect for him. And obviously Justin Gaethje said himself when he was fighting me, he wants to beat me and then go on to fight on the White House, and he's done it. Know what I mean? That's off to him. He said he was going to do that. That's a scrap. Know what I mean? They're going to come out and they're going to try and take each other's heads off, but everyone's already counting Gaethje out, and we've already learned you can't do that. I don't know, I've got a sneaky suspicion that Gaethje might pull off an upset here and surprise everyone. As you know, it's a fight. It's a fist fight. It can go either way. Anyone could beat anyone. In the White House, he's probably going to have a little bit more motivation to go out there and win because it's in front of his presidents in his home country. We'll have to see how that one plays out, because obviously it's big implications for the rest of the division. I'm obviously going to be watching that. I'll have my eye on that, but I'm going to be focused on whoever I get to fight next, and hopefully I'm going to find out the next few weeks when my next fight will be, and hopefully it's around that time. Hopefully it's around June, July.
On the other hand, Jorge Masvidal believes the matchup between Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria is a must-see, regardless of where it takes place. He emphasized that the fight needs to happen and called it one of the most significant matchups in recent memory.
Whether it's at the White House or a KFC parking lot, that's the fight we want to see. That's the fight I want to see. I just wanted to get done, you know, one way or another, you know, point blank, period. Whether it's at the White House or it's at New York City, Madison Square Garden, this fight has to get done. And there's going to be distractions everywhere, you know, there's going to be distractions wherever they fight, because it's probably going to be the biggest fight of the year when those two step in the cage. You know, not probably isn't. I can't think of a bigger fight. Only me and Connor's the only bigger fight that I can think of, you know. But other than that, that'll be the biggest fight in a long, long time.
Sean O'Malley also thinks a fight between Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev should headline the White House card. He praised Ilia Topuria's accomplishments and described the matchup as the next can't-miss fight for fans.
Ilia is one of the greatest of all time. I think he's going to go down as, he knocked out Alexander Volkanovski, knocked out Max Holloway, knocked out Charles Oliveira, back-to-back-to-back, and knocked out 3 Hall of Famers in a row.
And do you think he would beat Islam Makhachev?
It's definitely possible. Those guys, number 1 and number 2 pound for pound in the world, I think that's the fight we need to see next. It sucks because Islam's probably not going to come back down to 155. Ilia going up to 170 doesn't make. I mean, he's not a huge guy. He's definitely, you know, he could be walking around 185, 190. He's pretty thick. So I think that's the fight that I'd like to see as like the White House main event.
Moreover, Mateus Gamaro thinks Ilia Topuria would face major challenges against Islam Makhachev because of the size difference. He notes that Topuria is comparatively small, while Makhachev brings significant physicality, making it hard for a smaller fighter to match his strength and presence in the division.
Fair or unfair if Ilia Topuria fights for the title in his next fight?
He was champion in the featherweight division. Maybe this is fair. Maybe no. This is politics, you know, in the UFC. Too many movement. For me, interesting fight, but another. But I don't know. Topuria is small guy. Islam is really big guy, and I don't think that Topuria has changed against him. You know, like. If you wanna fight with Islam, you have to be like big guy, like similar like him, because he's good everywhere. But if your body is smaller than him, so you don't have change for sure.
That's all we have from today's video, and we hope you enjoyed it. Share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more